Hi, I'm Kate. You might know me as the Pantry Mama. I want to share with you the equipment that I use in my kitchen to bake sourdough each and every day. These are things that I have used for a very long time. I have tested rigorously and want to share with you because I recommend them. Now, they're not always budget-friendly options. However, I've had a lot of them for a very long time and they still work perfectly. One thing you should know about me is I hate doing dishes, so pretty much everything I own goes in the dishwasher. So it has to stand the test of time if it's going to stay in my kitchen. Without further ado, let's look at the sourdough starter jars that I use. So I use 2 jars. These are my favorite. I own a lot of them. Now, believe it or not, they are the same size. This one is a mason ball jar, 16 ounce, and this one is a Kilner ball jar, 16 ounce. I always swap the lids out for plastic lids. I don't like metal. It doesn't work well in the dishwasher, it goes rusty. These plastic lids are an absolute game changer. Now, a scale is absolutely essential. I don't care what anyone says, you need to weigh your flour and water and sourdough starter. So this is the KD 8000. It is the scale I have been using for years and years and years. I love it, it never skips a beat. The top comes off, which is really important because I can clean it really easily. This scale takes batteries, so you don't need to worry about plugging it into a power outlet. Now let's talk spatulas. I have been using this OXO Good Grips spatula. They're great for mixing sourdough in your bowl. They are great for mixing sourdough in your jar, for feeding. They're awesome. I also really like these mini spatulas as well. These ones are from ThermoWorks, but again, you can pick those up pretty much anywhere in homeware stores. These are 3-litre Pyrex bowls. They can be purchased generally from a grocery store or a homeware store. I've literally had these for years and years and they still look fantastic. They go through the dishwasher multiple times a day in my home. I have like 8 of them. I use them to mix up pretty much any batch of sourdough that you see on my site. Next, I want to talk about loaf pans. Now, there are a lot of sandwich loaf recipes on my site. I have used hundreds of loaf pans. I always come back to USA pan loaf pans. This one is a 1 pound loaf pan. It's what I use to make my banana bread recipe in. It's just a great little size. It fits most quick breads. Next, I've got a Pullman pan. Now this Pullman pan does come with a lid. I don't use it. This is from memory 9 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches and it fits my sourdough discard sandwich loaf perfectly. I also am partial to the USA Pan 1.5 pound pans. They are really great for sandwich loaves as well. I've had hundreds of these over the years. I still have quite a few in my cupboard. I've got them in all different shapes and sizes, but these are the ones I use every single day. They're the sizes I use every single day and I'm going to tell you why. For my simple sourdough recipe, my standard everyday recipe, I generally always reach for these oval bannetons. They are really sturdy. I use them again and again and again. I never really clean them. And then these are technically the same banneton, but just to show you that there is often some variance, that one is 9 inches. And then that one is actually nearly 10 inches, okay? So somewhere between 9 and 10 inches, they are the bannetons that I use. I don't love a round loaf, a boule. I much prefer a batard or an oval sourdough loaf just for slicing. I find it much easier, but I do sometimes use these round ones and you'll often see me using them on my site. So I've got 2 different sizes. So there's an 8.5, believe it or not, that's an 8. All right, so 8.5 and 8, and I will go between those 2. Scrapers, I keep coming back to this green plastic scraper. It's great for getting dough out of bowls. And then I always cut my dough with this black metal dough scraper. And then lastly, I want to show you what I actually bake my sourdough loaves in. These are cast iron bread pans. Now, in some of my recipes, you'll see that I use a round Dutch oven or even an oval Dutch oven, and I still do use those, especially if I'm using a round banneton. However, most of the time when I'm using an oval banneton, I will put them in these cast iron bread pans. Now, I have been testing these for quite a while. My original ones are an Australian brand, so a lot of people ask me where they can get them. I'm pretty sure they're only available in Australia. I really like them. I've been using them for a long time and they are really sturdy. But because I wanted to test something that was available in the US, I've been testing these and they are really good as well. They have a really nice design on the front. To go with these cast iron pans, I also recommend some high heat oven gloves. Now, something to look for and something that it's taken me years to work out why I actually like these gloves, it's not just because they protect my hands, but they're double-sided. So it doesn't matter which way I pick them up, I can put either glove on either hand, and that is a game changer. So definitely look at that if you are looking at high heat oven gloves. They are a must if you're going to be handling these bread pans. They just make it so much easier. Dish towels tend to move, oven mitts, get yourself a pair of these. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, if you have any questions, please drop a comment or shoot me a DM.